Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome to another video. This will be a video log, so it's going to be more chilled, less scripted, probably lengthier video. This is the What's Up May video, where I talk about the things that I've been working on the previous month in April, and the things that I'm planning to do now in May. It's now the 8th of May, so yeah, we're already well into. I usually do these videos as a kind of report of the things that I've been working on, mostly for my Patreon followers, but for anyone who wants to follow the channel or follow what I've been working on. As you probably know or probably don't know, I'm mostly a content creator, so I give up working full-time at the company that I was working on even before COVID, so 2018 or 2019, around there. And I started just focusing on the things that I like doing. Content creation, I do these videos for YouTube. I also have the net label that I administrate, and I try to do some creative things whenever I want. I've been doing more creative writing. I've been also sometimes do music. I haven't been doing music on the last couple of years that much, but I also do experimental music sometimes. I program some things, whatever I want to explore. That's what I end up doing. Sometimes I do stuff for some video games. I did some applications for video games. Whatever project that I might find interesting, I try to slot it in. Most of the things that I've been doing this past couple of years, updates that I do for my net label, Enough Records. I do a monthly radio show, and I have to constantly give feedback to people who submit demos for new music and prepare the release and then ship out the release and promote the release. And I do that because I like it. I've been doing it for 25 years. It's fun. We are present in some commercial platforms. We get like $150 a month out of that, which pays for some operational costs, but you can't make a living out of that. And then I do videos on the demo scene. I do the regular demo scene report every week. Sometimes I skip a week, but pretty much every week. And yeah, I have a Patreon as well, where people can also donate me some money. I get a little money out of YouTube. I'm not sure exactly how much right now, but it's not much. Mostly out of videos on how-to things, like how to set up a keyboard, how to disable something, some technological thing. When I need to research how to do certain things that should be easy to do, I often do a video out of that, and those are the ones who get a little bit more attention because it's things that people are actually searching for. And then I do a lot of content on the demo scene because I follow the demo scene actively, I participate in it, I organize stuff in it, so I know it very well, and I try to condense everything into the demo scene report. And I have a Patreon with some people there who give me around 160 euros a month to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, I survive every month in around 400 euros, 500 euros if it's a particularly good month, and I have to make a living out of that. Rent my old apartment that I fully bought, and with the rent of that one, I pay the bank loan for the current apartment where I'm living. So yeah, that's how I survive. Sometimes people ask me this. A few people ask me this at revision, so I thought I should clarify it on this video since I'm doing the report. Any other side projects that I find that might be interesting, I sometimes do them. I sometimes feel like it's losing focus on the things that I want to do, so it depends a lot on that. Anyways, so in April, I took the opportunity to take a little break from the demo scene reports that I've been doing every week, since it was leading up to revision. Not much demo scene activity happened, so I took the opportunity to take it easy a little bit and not do it every single week, which was a good decision. It allows me to catch my breath, do some work that I had pending on Enough Records and on my to-do list. I have a lot of stuff on my to-do list that I wish I had more time to do, but I need to prioritize Enough Records things and demo scene report things, so that usually pushes everything else down a little bit when I realize that it's reaching the deadline and it's not ready yet. it's one of the things that I was also asked at revisions, like how do I find time to do all of this? I'm really good at organizing priorities. I have a to-do list, very minimalistic thing. I always take a look at it like twice a day, every single day, and that's where I go. When I wake up, I check if there's anything critical in the household. If I need to do anything with the kid, I prioritize that. Then I sit down on computer, check the internet, put my inbox to 0. If it's something that I can immediately respond, I respond immediately. If it's something that I have to think of or consider or check something, put it on my to-do list. Try to get the inbox 0 as soon as possible. Check the internet for the social media stuff that is around. Check the channels that I usually check for chat. I don't get involved in chatting that much nowadays. I used to chat a lot more many years ago, but now I just mostly read what people say or skim over it if it's not particularly useful. I don't engage into deep discussions on things. Sometimes when people ping me in private and I might talk a little bit about that, but in public I usually don't do it as much. Maybe like if I'm particularly bored or procrastinating something, I might get into a discussion now and again, but I try to avoid it. I'm in many social media and many channels, but I mostly just read and just respond with an emoji. I don't really engage into discussions. So that helps cut back a lot of time that you sometimes spend on the internet unknowingly. When you start engaging with people directly, it can be easy that you quickly lose 1 hour, 2 hours just discussing things online. So I learned to avoid that throughout the years. What else can I do? Put everything down on the to-do list. When I do those sweeps on the social media, I note down things that are relevant for the demo scene report, for example. I copy the links to a special file where I'm preparing the next week's report. When I'm done with that, it depends. Sometimes I go check stats or for comments on YouTube. Sometimes I just watch a video or two that I wanted to watch or read something that I wanted to read. And then when I'm bored of doing that, I take a look at the to-do list and just tackle whatever is next on the to-do list to tackle that needs to get tackled. Sometimes I skip a few when I'm not feeling particularly, like if it's something creative, I'm not feeling creative, I skip that. If it's something boring and I feel like doing something creative instead, I skip to the creative part. So it depends a lot. And then I always have like the day of the deadline of things that I need to do. So every single day I revise the to-do list and I have I check for the next upcoming date so I know what I have right now. Like right now, for example, on the 10th of May, I have a concert that I'm attending. So that's one of the things that's always listed is the things that I'm supposed to be there or online or in person. And the kickoff meeting for Inertia that will happen also on the 10th of May. So these are the two things that I need to prioritize that I'm like ready for, either with alarm clocks or buying something or preparing something. And then I have all the other tasks that I should be doing. And every day I revise this and prepare for next week already. So if I know it's the weekend, I already need to add a line saying that, demo scene report, I need to start working on that on Sunday or on Monday so that I can record it the latest on Wednesday. Prepare the background, prepare all the things, script all the text. So yeah, that's usually the work that goes into the demo scene report. And usually I have things for Enough Records happening on Monday as well. I tend to schedule them for Monday. So if it's recording a new radio episode or putting out a new release, usually that's like a whole afternoon just to do that. It's not the whole afternoon, it's like usually 1 to 2 hours, but if you don't slot it in perfectly, you might end up spending the whole day. And it usually needs to be done during the day. Especially if I need to record something. Otherwise, I can drag it up into the night and finish doing stuff throughout the night if it's just text-based or communicating or sending out an email or something like that. So yeah, I keep that to-do list always open, always checking it twice a day, as I mentioned, and tackle things one by one and keep track of upcoming dates. And whenever I'm done with something for the label, I figure out what is coming next, what's happening next week. And I have a calendar for that as well. Like, I'm supposed to record the radio show on this particular week of the month. It's supposed to be released on this particular week of the month. And I have 2 other weeks where it's for releases from the Enough Records. So a new book or a new album. Those are the ones, and I'll need to take a day off just to do that. Not just prepare the whole release like 1 month in advance and upload to all of the places where it needs to be uploaded, but then also hype it on social media before the release date, and then spam it after the release date on all of the different social media that we support. So yeah, that's kind of... it's already streamlined. I already know how to do it. I know what I need to do and how I need to do it, so it doesn't take that much time. It's just a matter of being on the schedule and paying attention to when I'm supposed to do that. So yeah, back on track to the video. So on April, I took some opportunity to catch up with stuff from Enough Records. I had a few tracks, I had a few albums that I needed to listen properly a couple of times and give some feedback on. Prepare covers for, slot the release schedule for that. And I had been delaying that because you need to be in the right frame of mind to listen to something properly for like an hour and give proper feedback on that. So I managed to do all that. I also took a few days to start moving things to the garage. So on the apartment that I'm renting, one of the rooms is just for storing things from mine that I couldn't take away. And now I rented a garage and I'm moving everything there so that I can rent out the extra room that was being taken there and get a little bit of extra money, hopefully. And hopefully that compensates for all the trouble that I'm moving stuff back and forth. That's a whole other story. But yeah, I'm trying to put everything into a garage. Some of the stuff will be coming here, which is a lot of books that stayed in the old house, and we want to have more books here in this house, but we need to figure out places where to put the bookshelves. So yeah, I did a lot of those trips. That took quite a few hours as well from the last weeks of April. And then I prepared things for revision. All of the stuff that needed to be pre-prepared, the showdown stuff, which was mostly Totet Matt organizing, but I had to keep an eye on. So yeah, preparing everything for revision, all the booking, the tickets, all that stuff, traveling all the way there. And then I helped with build-up, doing some kitchen work, chopping a lot of stuff, which managed to help me sprain my wrist, which wasn't very good. But it was rewarding because you help cook for everyone who is building. And it's quite a lot of people. It's like 50 people, 70 people overall. So a lot of people. Not all of them are there every single day. But yeah, it's a lot of people. So you have to chop a lot of stuff. I also helped set up the showdown stuff along with Totet Matt, configure all of the different machines, test them, make sure that everything is working. The TIC-80 stuff was delegated to the field effects people, which in hindsight we should have been on top of because we had some delays because of that. But yeah, pretty much supervising that, making sure that the showdown stuff is, or all the live coding stuff is okay. We also had some issues figuring out where to be in terms of commentating, because seems that people didn't want us taking their place, which is understandable, and being on the Beam Team stage was also a bit weird because we couldn't interact with the stage, so we found this new place, which is to be sitting down underneath, next to the stairs, right next to the stage, which is... You don't get the feedback from the column because you're underneath it, but at the same time you can go on stage at any moment and just commentate from there. So I think it went a lot smoother in that regard. We also tried commentating a bit less after some feedback from last year that we might be commentating too much, not really letting people hear the music and feel the thing. So we tried to cut back a little bit on that. And of course, we got some feedback of people asking us to commentate a bit more, to explain certain things. You can't please everyone. It is what it is. But I think overall, the showdown stuff went pretty well. So yeah, I also did the VJing, where we broke the world record for most people doing simultaneous shader coding. We ended up having 38 people doing shader coding for Lynn's DJ set on Sunday. So I did the VJing for that as well, just going up to the Beam team, quickly setting up Bonzomatic launcher, adding everybody in, and just changing between the scenes while Lynn's set was going. So that was a lot of fun. We had already did that previous years for Hoffman, which was also very fun. This year was Lynn, and we broke the world record again. The world record was held by Inertia, where we got it in December. Previously it was owned by Revision, previously it was owned by Inertia, so we keep going back and forth. I'm the person organizing both of them, so I keep stealing the records from myself for different parties that I help organize. So yeah, it's cool that we have more people participating in this. I think being a jam format instead of being a competitive one really is cool. You can just join and do a simple scene, and we can still use it in the middle of something like a breakdown or something in the set. Or a more complex scene. You can pre-prepare some stuff if you don't feel comfortable coding everything from scratch. You don't have to be there the whole time. You can, just join for 5 minutes, do some quick effect, and then go party if you're at the party place, or just watch the stream if you're at home. So yeah, it was cool. We had people staying up like in Japan and stuff to participate. So yeah, pretty cool experience. And not sure if the 38 is like the limit or if we can actually break it at Inertia again. We'll have to see. It's a challenge. But yeah, it was really cool to go to Revision again. I also promoted Inertia a lot, talked with all of the people, had a t-shirt, you should come to Inertia. I had a lot of people telling me that they were seriously considering because they like Lisbon and they like Portugal, so it would be cool, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if they turn out or not. We are planning to organize Inertia. We recently heard of a few setbacks of people who will not be helping organizing, which made me question if we really should. But I think we will have to talk with the rest of the organizing team, which is in a couple of days. But I have to be the main organizer again, apparently. And yeah, so... anyways, we'll talk about that in a little while. For now, I want to show the stuff that I got from Revision. I got a lot of small memes, some coasters, some stickers. Oh yeah, fun fact, I also helped put together the gift bags, which... like something that you don't really consider as a party visitor. You arrive, you get this gift bag, it has a few things, it has some stickers, maybe a bottle opener, some t-shirts, well, not t-shirts, but like some tote bags, maybe some pens or something like that. Mostly like sponsorship sort of things. And you don't really realize how much work it is to put all of those things in all of those bags. You have to do the design for the bag, you have to print the bag, they have to be shipped, and it's not just one bag, it's like 1,000 bags or close to 1,000 bags. And then you have to have all of the different little flyers and stuff, one per bag. So we had to make like a line of just putting stuff in bags, and it was actually a lot of fun to do that. It was boring but fun at the same time. We were slowly trying to figure out ways how to optimize the process, like one person opening the bag, the other person puts the flyers in, the other person puts the postcards, the other person puts the things. And we had like a line of like 7, 8, 9 people just doing all of this work. And when one was, doing it too quickly, they could start going upstream and delivering the stuff directly into the bags that were being opened. Or you see a bottleneck of one person collecting 5 postcards and putting them inside, and they take too long. So, I'm going to take these 2 postcards from you, and I'm going to do that, and you do the other 3. So, yeah, small optimization things which were fun to figure out. And yeah, by the time that we're done with all of the gift bags, it's when we have the whole thing figured out. So yeah, that was fun and a bit annoying, but you start to have a better dimension, start to have a better realization of how big the event actually is when you have to manually put 800 flyers into bags. After the first 10 is fun, the first 50 is okay. By the time you're like halfway through, you're like, oh my fucking god, I'm only halfway through. So yeah, it's fun. More flyers that I got from this as well. The We Remain Confident flyer from Revision. I have a couple of them left. Some Cool Master. They also sponsored the machines that we had for the Shader Showdown and stuff like that. I won some stuff at the compo. I won the first place for the intro pretty tattoo thing, which was a procedurally generated competition. I did a procedurally generated Faryan, which was fun. And the other competitors didn't stand a chance because I had all the demo scene memes incorporated into the thing. Although there were some interesting effects as well from other people. LLB did a lot of interesting scenes in that as well. Toted bag that I was talking about, Revision bag. More stuff. I also got a free voucher for Resonic, which I actually was talking with Lee Cube at the party place again. He visited Inertia a few times. I know him well, so we were chatting a bit more. Now I have an official pro license if I bother to redeem it, which I actually should. I never got the free one because it was just for like a year, and then getting used to a program and then stop using it would be silly, so I never really got it. But now I have a pro license, so maybe I can actually get into it. I swapped some stuff with Mibri, and I got a disc in return. Get in the Van by Mibri. It's a music disc by him, which I don't have a Commodore 64 for, but I do have the disc, so yeah. I also won some magazines from the Intro Pretty Tattoo thing. And this was not one, this was bought by me. Hoffman's Cave Session, still sealed. The vinyl with all of his tracks that I hear him play all the time. It has Way Too Rude, it has Eon, it has Pattern Skank, it has a lot of stuff here. Every Way, which I also love. So yeah, cool stuff to have tracks on vinyl. I have a vinyl player here somewhere. I don't really use it that much because the needle is a bit wonky. But yeah, I wanted to support Hoffman pretty much since I love his music. So yeah, I got this out of him. Another stuff that I got from Revision was this book, The Peripheral by William Gibson, gifted to me by Santa. Thank you so much, Santa. It's like the third book that Santa offers me, all of them from William Gibson, so thank you so much. And I have been reading them, so yeah, it is definitely welcome. So yeah, Revision's pretty fun. Got to meet a lot of people again. A lot of people telling me that they really appreciate the demo scene reports. That really does mean a lot to me. Sometimes we're just doing stuff all the time, and it's good to have that human connection that people, walking to you and saying, yeah, I really appreciate what you do. Sometimes I don't watch them all. Sometimes I binge watch them in a row, but I really think it's a worthwhile thing for you to do. So thank you for doing that. I really appreciate those words. They really do mean a lot. I know it's like cliche to say these things. Oh, your support really means a lot, but it actually does. It actually does. Sometimes you're considering, why am I doing this to get 600 views on a video that takes me like 3 days of my week to prepare and record and put online, and that I upload to Cinorg and it mysteriously gets deleted from incoming without getting archived. Shit like that really gets you down on why I'm bothering with this shit. And yeah, people coming to you and telling that they actually watch it and they actually tell their friends about it and they actually appreciate the effort that I put into it. And I have my Patreon supporters that also support me every single week or every single month. It's charged monthly, but yeah, I definitely do appreciate it, and it's great to hear it in person as well. So yeah, really cool to meet all those people again. Some of them for the first time, some of them I helped coming to the demo scene. They had doubts, they were watching my videos, they questioned about, should I go do this, should I do that? And I told them, okay, go to this event, talk with this person, and now they are active in the demo scene and participating. It's really cool to see that, like that I actually, made a small difference into connecting people in the demo scene and stirring them in the right way to have them more productive and share the art that they've been doing. That's what the demo scene is about, sharing the digital art that we've been working on. So yeah, Revision was a lot of fun. It cost me like a month's salary to go there, or a month's benefits from whatever. So I can't really afford to travel to many of them many times a year. I'm planning to travel at least once more outside. Probably Deadline. I'm also considering going to Xenium. I wanted to go to Shadow Party, but the logistics are very hard, and I would like to take the family when I travel outside. So the logistics for Shadow Party are just not good enough for me. Xenium is on the sites. I need to check if there are affordable flights for there. Would be cool to visit Xenium. Seemed to be a really cool party last year. I wish I could go back to Scandinavia for some parties there, but they're too expensive. Scandinavia is just too expensive place, so I avoid going to Norway, Sweden, and Finland again. But there are a few parties there: Black Valley, Assembly, Edison. Those would be the parties that I would consider attending if I had cheap flights to go there and a cheap place that I could rent out for a weekend. I also wanted to do a car trip to Posadas in Spain, but I don't see how it's gonna happen, considering not many people are active in Portugal willing to do the trip with me. But I will still poke a few people about it, because I want to have the reconnection back with the Spanish scene that we kind of lost. We know a few people, we are in touch, but it's not the same thing when you go to the party and you participate there. So yeah, that's another party that I was considering. Evoke as well, if there are affordable flights and hotels. The problem with the last couple of years that the hotels and Cologne during that period are just ridiculously expensive. If they are the same this year, I cannot make it. If they are cheap again, I will consider going there. If the flights are also cheap, I have to check. I haven't checked anything for the summer yet, so I definitely need to start planning that. So yeah, really cool to see Revision, see all the people again. I had a lot of fun time. It was a big bump in my wallet. Luckily, I was helping with the organizing, so the entrance fee wasn't expensive. But at the same time, I paid like 100 euros just to go on the trains back and forth, because I didn't have a bus shuttle available for my flight times, because I'm coming earlier and I'm leaving later. So yeah. Anyways, what else? Promoted Inertia at Revision. I gave away some books and some tapes. Some of the books that I've been writing, the Privacy 404 thing, I gave a few of those away to random people. I also sold a few tapes from Synergy, and I gave them for the people who had participated in the compo. So I got rid of a few of those as well. Still have a lot of them left. If you have a ZX Spectrum and would like to have one-of-a-kind tape with all of the releases from the event that we hosted in 2024, Synergy 2024, we have some tapes of those available left to sell for €5 each, which will help Associação Inertia organize more stuff in the future. After the party, I came home, immediately got not immediately, took a couple of days. I got a post-party flu, bad throat. I'm still coughing a little bit, as you probably noticed. I also sprained my wrist, so I haven't been able to carry stuff very much. Probably dragging the car around as well didn't help much, the luggage cart thing. Especially since it was so packed with all of the stuff, extra stuff that I brought from Revision. So yeah, I came back, prepared a few new reports covering mostly the Revision releases and news and party reports and stuff like that, write-ups on the releases. I did an interview with Jesper Juhl, which was already in the plans before Revision. We finally managed to figure out a date. It was a lot of fun talking with him, talking about his book, which I already did a review of in this channel, so I guess I shouldn't really extend much on that. But yeah, one of the things that I was doing as well, I wrote a column for a computer magazine here in Portugal on a guide to privacy, how people can secure themselves a little bit better, like the minimums that you can do to keep your privacy more intact or your data more secure. In collaboration with Anzol, which is an association that exists here in Portugal to promote free open software. They have like a monthly column in the magazine, and they ask for other people who are also part of Anzol, which I am, if they want to collaborate. And I had an idea last year to do a piece on the open source software in the demo scene to promote a little bit the demo scene and also as a promotion for Inertia itself. And then I ran out of time because I was too busy organizing Inertia, so I didn't do it. But I got in touch with Paula, one of the people from Anzol. She actually read the book that I had on privacy. I gave her a copy. And yeah, she asked if I wanted to write something, and I told her about the idea that I previously did. So anyways, wrote a column now. We'll do another one later on about open source tools for creative, for doing digital art stuff as well. But yeah, had to do that now, which was not very fun to do with a sprained wrist, but I managed to do it. And also was like so short. I had to summarize things a lot, which I'm not bad at doing, but I really had to rethink what I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it, structure the thing a couple of times before I managed to do it. But I think it was all right. Let's see if people like it or not. Anyways, already submitted. That's done with. Probably will still get some editing feedback on it, but that's for later. Then our water faucet decided to go bust in the kitchen. It started leaking, so we had to take the old one out, which is not fun with a sprained wrist, and order a new one, which arrived yesterday, and I had to put a new one in, which is also not fun to do with a sprained wrist. My wife is busy with work. She's overworking with some stuff. And also sick because she caught the flu that I also brought with me. So yeah, she wasn't much help in that department, but we managed to get it done. So yeah, we are surviving in the household. What else? Preparing new Enough Records releases. I had already prepared a few before. Some were missing cover artwork, some were missing some feedback. Now I have like 6 scheduled in the pipeline, so releases all the way to almost August now, already pre-scheduled. I also needed to start planning the kickoff for Inertia, which will be in a couple of days, as I already mentioned. Anyways, in other news, I had a friend come over the other day and he lent me this thing to play around with. It's an Oculus Quest 3, which has some interesting things. I never really used much VR stuff, so I did install the Unity software to try to get some stuff developed here. I'm going to try to do some psychedelic effects here. Apparently they open up an API that allows you to see the camera pass through, so I have like a texture with the cameras on top. And what we're trying to do is trying to get some way to do some shader effects on top of those and have like a trippy experience sort of thing with the direct visualization that you get. So augmented reality sort of stuff. So yeah, he lent me this for me to try, and I should be doing something actually now instead of recording this video, because he will supposedly come here on Friday to pick this up, and it is now Thursday. So yeah, I have a couple of tests that I want to do with that. The build scheme is already working, which is usually the tool chain of setting things up is usually one of the most annoying things. So I have an example, I have a tool chain, I have a couple of examples actually of things working. Just need to figure out how to do shaders exactly there, and then test a few things, test a few effects, and then figure out how that goes. So yeah, nice little project. It might help me be a little bit more creative coding again, but I need to find time to do it as well. And this week I've been mostly finishing up all of the Enough Records and demo scene report thing, and now I have these 2 days, Thursday and Friday, to play around with this if I feel creative enough. That's the last thing that I wanted to talk about. I also have another item that I want to talk, which is the video games stuff that I've been playing. Was finishing a few games before going to revision. Did 100% on Mini Metro. I actually did a few videos on that. And then I was having this challenge of doing 100% on Gemcraft for Frostburn, which is a tower defense sort of game. One of the most famous ones, actually. And I was so close to getting 100% achievements that I decided to try for it. It was a bit grindy to do all of those things, but I ended up doing, and it's a weird thing to do 100% on such a grindy game. But yeah, I invested like 500 hours on it, 600 hours, something like that, on the game overall. It is a fun game. I do like tower defenses and the whole optimization thing, so I had fun with it. But yeah, the 100% achievement was just, I don't know. I felt like it. I felt like I was close enough to doing it. So yeah. And there were a lot of hidden things in it, like that when you level up, there are some hidden stuff that you have to unlock to do the other achievements. So it was fun to do that as well. So I was done with those. I picked up a couple of new games. Breathe Edge or Breath Edge. I don't know how to say it. It's a very funny game. It's like a crafting survival sort of game in space. It reminded me a lot of Subnautica, but in space. Very tongue-in-cheek, which was silly in the beginning. I kind of got into the mood of it later on. Then I had to travel to revision and I stopped playing it, but I will probably pick it up again eventually. While I was at revision or traveling to revision, I also picked up Disco Elysium, which is a game that I've been wanting to play for a very long time. It was pretty good. It corresponded to the hype that it had accumulated throughout the years. Very good writing, very good world building, character building. The characters had such unique traits. Very good voice acting as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one, and it had a good connection to the whole world that they generate. They created all this fantasy world, but they had relatable questions that translate to our real world, like the role of communism and socialism versus capitalism, corporations taking care of security, a lot of small nuance things like that. They're really like ingrued into the whole game and the whole discussion. That really makes you question things, and the way the storytelling on it was really good. The way that it reveals itself was really well made. You do need to like reading to be able to enjoy it. The game is very reading intensive. It has a lot of different characters in the game as well. That gives you a very interesting overview and a contrast of the way that people talk, the way that people think. You have your inner thoughts as well in the game that also have very good voice acting and very good role in the thing. The voice acting really gives it another dimension. That's why I mention it. So yeah, really good game. Really recommend people watching. It is mature, so you need to be over 18 years. Deals a lot with, death, destroying your life, social political questions. So yeah, violence, sex, a lot of those themes are ingrained there, and the drugs as well. So yeah, it is 18 plus, but I did enjoy the game. And yeah, shame that the team seems to have been split up, so we won't have like a follow-up game to that. But yeah, really good. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, that was the last note. Whew. So yeah, very long video as I was expecting it. So sorry for hearing me ramble for about 1 hour, listening to all my woes and the things that I'm planning to do. So yeah, to summarize things coming next, keep doing the demo scene reports. That's my main goal. Continue doing the Enough Records things, the monthly show every single month, and preparing new releases every single week. organizing a few things for Inertia, probably for the last year, as I mentioned. Not sure, still pending, but for right now, it's starting to burn me up a little bit, or burn me out a little bit. But I will keep doing it, at least for 2025, because I already committed to doing it. And I like to run out my commitments until they're done. Yeah, and probably do something for the Oculus Quest 3. I need to do that. I'm a bit weary. I need to be motivated to do that kind of stuff, you know. And just launching all of the stuff, and then, you know, I don't have any idea what I want to do. It's a bit weird. So hope I can do it today after I close this video. We'll see. Yeah. Other than that, that's it. More creative writing as well. I wish to have more time to do that and release the stuff that I already written, but it's like missing revision and getting a proper cover artwork to push out. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you next one. Bye bye, everybody. Have a great day.